I'm upset to play this man. He's so boring. I'm almost done. That's the only thing I'm getting through. Like literally, just like with Yang, I'm like, I'm almost done. I'm almost there. It's gonna go away soon. I cannot wait. And I just need him to go. I need to like, I'm like one of those people that like when I start something, I have to finish it. So like I have to finish this. Like I need to know where the story goes or my mind will go crazy. Like I'm gonna go insane if I don't know what happens. So this is why I'm doing this. Even though it kills me inside and I hate him and I want him gone. He's so boring. I don't even want to listen to the song. I just want to get through this. I actually don't. Oh, I think that's Yoshioka. I don't know why I want to pretend I know these boys' voices. Where am I? Oh god, chapter 5. My god, we got one more to go. This is true torture. I hate him. Who knew a man with a bowl cut would make me so mad? I should have known from the bowl cut. But god, no fashion sense, horrible haircut. What do people see in him? I don't get it. But we're gonna go through this quickly. I swear, we're going quickly because we gotta. As I sipped absent-mindedly from my glass, the manager struck up a conversation with me. God, I hate this man. I hate him too. You and this boy are massive disappointments. I hate both of you. You guys ruined my time. I could have had a wonderful Saturday night and then like you came along. Can never trust a pretty face. It's been a while since you came here alone. Don't talk to him. Don't talk to me. He's just gonna gaslight you. You seem rather down. Something bothering you? Honestly, I wasn't sure I wanted to talk to anyone about anything. Moreover, the problem I was dealing with wasn't something I can tell just anyone. Judging by my silence, that I didn't want to talk. He chuckled sympathetically and bowed before leaving. Good! Get out of here. Minato hadn't come to work since that day. What day? Oh, I forgot. We confirmed he is a double agent. I don't know why. There's really like, I said it before the last time I played this. I don't know why he's doing this. Like, I don't, the guy doesn't look threatening, one. He doesn't seem to be posing that much of a threat other than the obligatory, ooh, I will get your family involved in this, ooh, but like, okay, and I don't know how to explain it, but there just seems to be no real outward threat. Like, what's he gonna do to your family? If I get that answer, then I'll be like, oh, okay, I can see why he's doing this. But there's like really nothing. It's just a scrawny man that doesn't know how to brush his hair, doing something, and I just don't know what. He claimed he was sick, and I found that hard to believe. Minato's secret had been a shock, no doubt. While I was stunned initially, there were signs of his unusual behavior all along. I should have known he was a problem because of that, that leather wristband. Leather wristband. If fired up the 2000s cheerleading, the 2000s comedy making fun of cheerleader movies has taught me anything, leather wristbands means you're a douchebag. I cannot. I also learned that what was it? They're like, what are we? Fired up. How do you spell that? F-U. And they're like, no, I don't think that's how you spell it. It's like, I love that movie. I have to watch it again. I haven't watched it in years, actually. I could be doing anything other than talking to him. You're right, Amasawa. I'm here to pick up something I forgot. I pressed the wrong button. Like that time when Minato emerged from the elevator long after he should have left. I'm sorry. I don't deserve this kindness. Oh, look at me. I'm an emo boy. Please, no. I'm just a morally great character. when he collapsed at the office.
こんなに心配してもらってなんですけど、実は大したことじゃなくて。
Also, I hate to say this after seeing you worry so much about me, but none of it is really a big deal.
ちょっと副業でトラブルがあっただけなんです。
I'm just having some issues with my side job. When he hugged me, he had been concealing it all, dealing with all of these issues by himself. Okay, and I'm certain that everything about his side job was just a lie he spun to convince me. The person he didn't want to talk to wasn't some client, it was Dio. No.
で
Dowie?
どっちにすんのか決めた
Dowie? Dowie.
情報を持ってくるか
I just don't understand why this man is the man that causes you such fear. So have you decided? Are you going to gather information for me, or are you going to help me bring down Sympathy? I had a sinking feeling that Dowie was threatening Minato. I don't know how though. I feel like if you just give him one swift punch, like he's gone. Just make sure there's no camera so he can't prove it to you. It was too late, but I wished I listened to him instead of interrogated him. It's fine, he sucks. His strained voice and tortured expression continued to haunt me. He sucks, it's okay. No matter how deeply I regret hurting him, it was too late to change anything. I always feel the vibration on my controllers, and I'm like, wait, what is this? I always forget that this happens. I don't know why. I exhaled deeply, then realized my phone was buzzing in my pocket. I pulled it out and didn't recognize the number on my screen. Who's his voice? Their voice sounded familiar, and I asked for their name. I apologize for calling you like this. This is Minato's mother. There's something... Maybe because I don't like him. Because I feel like I'm gonna be a hypocrite by saying the thing I'm gonna say next. But there's some kind of ick I'm getting because his mother is so deeply involved in all of this. I think it's because I don't like him. Because I feel like in any other scenario, I'd be like, oh my god, he's so like caring. Like he loves... Like, he's so, like, good with his parents, blah, blah, blah. Hello, Lore. Thank you for lurking. Friday is DBD night. I have no idea what that means. I'm pretty sure I do, but I'm just not clicking right now. Hope you have a good stream. Thank you so much. I'm hoping to get through this man because I fucking hate him. And I need to, like, start playing more Silas because I need to know what that's... I need to get that stupid memory, stupid card. Pissing me off. I just need this. She must have gotten my number from the business card I had given her when we met. Do you happen to know where Kohei is right now? Her question filled me with dread. Well, I thought he had been at home this entire time.
ここ数日ずっと様子がおかしかったんですけど、昨日の夜に家を出てから連絡が取れなくて。
He's been acting sorry, wrong button. He's been acting strangely lately. He left home late last night and I haven't heard from him since.
いい大人だし、特に行き先を聞いたりもしてなかったんですけど、こんな長時間音信不通なのは初めてなんです。
He's an adult, so I don't normally try to keep track of him, but it's not like him to be gone so long without contacting me.
会社に電話しても欠勤してるって言われてしまって、何か知りませんか?
I tried reaching him at your company, but they said he was absent. Do you know anything, Amasawa? The events of the past few days flashed through my mind, but I couldn't bring myself to share them with her. But if there was a reason for Minato's disappearance...
あと1週間だけ時間やるよ。それまでにどうするか決めとけ。
Who is this boy? Like, I just don't understand the fear. Oh my god. Like, the thing was so covered up. I was like, what? Where? Thank you so much for following. Hold on. Oh no, the name went away. Big red arch friend. Hilarious. Hello, welcome. Thank you so much for following. We're trying to get through a route right now. It's gonna go, I'm hoping it's gonna go real quick. It's the boy on the right. I just don't like him. I'm sorry. I know the world loves him and I'm just here like, I just need to get, but welcome. I don't know. I always tell myself I have to like actually make a speech, but I don't. So, impromptu speech incoming. Welcome. I am Vivian Darling. I am your darling. I am the goddess of love. Don't listen to what anyone else says. It's the goddess of love. Thank you. So anyway, I play a lot of ultimate games, RPGs, sometimes spooky games, puzzle games, and just cozy games in general, but I've been hyper fixated on this game, which is an ultimate game. So it's a lot of reading, a lot of me commenting on dating, gender, men, life. So yeah, I hope you're welcome to the fun. Openly mock some of these people. Honestly, sometimes it gets me through the things. And because I mock some of these people, doesn't mean I don't like them. Except for this one, I openly say I don't like this guy. But I think, what was it? Because I was playing Diabolic Lovers, if you know anything about that ultimate game. I like the character, but listen, they all suck. So someone was like, this guy sucks, and they were like, no, stop it. I was like, no, it's okay. I know he sucks. Listen, I know he sucks. he's the best of the worst. So yeah, it's gonna be a lot of that. So welcome. I hope you enjoy. I'm gonna try to be entertaining as I get through this, man. But once again, I don't see the fear you have on the man on the left. I don't get it. He don't look threatening. You're like taller than him too. It's not in the picture, but like I know you're taller than him. One swift kick in the face, honestly, would solve wonders. Sometimes you just need an American here. Just one punch. Just one punch on these twinks. They go down crying, you won't be able to get back up. Just make sure there's no camera so they don't catch you, okay? I'll give you another week. Decide what you're going to do by then.
逃げんなよ。
Oh, that's it? Oh my god, okay. Okay. There's no way out. So don't even think about running. I think he ran. Doe had given him a time limit. And the building's facilities inspection was scheduled for tonight. He's gonna break in? Damn. I didn't think he had it in him. Which meant the office would be empty. I told his mom I was going to find him, hung up and raced to the office. I know, he's such a stickler for rules, so when I found out that he's a double agent, I was like, what? You, of all people? Living on the edge? I couldn't believe it. Yes, spinoff, please. Let me know where he is. What's happening in his mind? I don't really care, but we're gonna pretend we do. Is this one? Oh no, never mind.
どうぞ。
Come in. The door opened slowly, and after I invited her in.
かわいい。
Oh, it is me. Oh my god, this is when. So we get Big Red in this. This is when we were out shopping, we bumped into him, and then it poured down rain. So he's like, oh my god, my house is close by, let's go there. You can shower, I'll dry your clothes, and I'll give you clothes to wear. And I'm like, okay, cool. So he gives me his clothes. Height difference, he's like 6'2", 6'4". I'm 5'2". Insanity. So he gives me his clothes while my clothes are drying and after I shower. And I come into the room, and then like we get a little spicy, not too much, but I swear like there's not a lot of sexual scenes in this one, which is good because I don't like him. But yes, we're pocket size. When I always have to look up her size and I always have to look up the size and ages of these people. I found one website that has like all of it. So sometimes I just like get surprised when I see well, they have it in centimeters. I have to always translate convert it. So yeah, she's 5'2", and I'm like, crazy. Adorable. That was the first thought upon seeing Amasawa wear my oversized clothes. So they were oversized for you too?
理性を試されてる気がする。
feel like I'm being tested
こんな
somehow.
こと
This
な
would be
ら
sexy if it wasn't you.
母さんの服を借りて渡せばよかったかもしれない。
Maybe I should have offered her some of mom's clothes instead. Amasawa asked me if there was shampoo in her hair. No thanks to my staring at
別に
her.
ただ子供が大人の服着せられてるみたいだと思った
You
だけです。
see, if it was sexy, you ruined it. If it was sexy, you ruined it. You ruined the comparisons. Thank you so much. I never felt my vagina shrivel closed before, but now I have. No, you just look like a child forced to wear grown-up clothes. Oh, God. Amasawa retorted that most women would look like this. Nope. No, they wouldn't. But that was besides the point.
危機感なさすぎていじめたくなる。
She's so clueless. I just want to tease her. Oh my god. She was always like this. I didn't know if she did it on purpose, but I wish she'd stop for the sake of my heart. Alright, well. I rose to my feet and approached Amasawa. She looked up at me with a blank, unsuspecting
本
expression.
当に何も分かってないんですか？
Do you seriously have no idea what you're doing to me? Ah! As my hand brushed Amasawa's arm, her shoulders
細い腕
jolted.
簡単に折れそうだ。
Ew. Okay, you can I always do this. I always grimace or like sneer and then my model smiles. So it looks like I'm happy and I'm just like, no, I'm just actually disgusted. Ew. She's so delicate. It's like she needs the gentlest touch. And the thing is, like, I feel like I'm being a hypocrite because it is true. Everything is different in the perspective of if you like the person. So something that's creepy to you creepy to someone would look good to you because you like that person. So I feel like a hypocrite every time I critique him because other boys in the game have done this, but like I like them. And this one I'm just like, get away from me! Unhand me, sir!
このままこの腕を引いたら簡単にベッドの上に押し倒せる。
I don't want you to. I also don't like our height difference. I really don't like it. With the slightest pull of this arm, I could easily pin her down to on the bed. I don't like it.
それを全く理解してない。
And she seems utterly oblivious. Okay, I let my fingers glide along her arm, caressing her skin
それとも
softly.
わざと？
Or do you? I moved my hand as slowly as possible, compelling her to focus on the sensation. Finally, seeming to grasp the situation, Amasawa's cheeks flushed a deep red. My better judgment cautioned me not to proceed any further.
もういい。そもそも俺が渡した服だし忘れてください。
No, tall people are okay. It's because she's 5'2". So like, it's like, to me, I don't know, personally to me, I mean, I'm not a 5'2" person. I am real life, like 5. Actually, I think I grew, so I'm 5'8". Like the doctors rounded it up. So I'm like 5'8". So to me, it's kind of different. I don't know from the perspective of someone who is short, but this doesn't sound so mean, 'cause I don't think it inherently is this, but this man kind of proved my point that I was thinking in my head. Like I can never like not think of like adult child, but with that large of a height difference, like a whole ass foot. And then he proved it by saying you look like a child. Like, well, my legs closed up, I guess. Like, what the fuck? I don't want to be a child. And then the worst, I look like a child next to you, so it's just like, what the hell? Like, why would you say that? You ruined it. You ruined the sexy. And like, I feel bad saying that because I would hope. I mean, I did watch that documentary on Netflix, so never mind that. But like, I hope, you know, that isn't his thought, but like, he kind of like said it and now I can't not think of it. So yeah, I'm trying to be fair. But I do not like him, so everything's tainted. But I'm trying to be fair in my judgment of him. Well, whatever. I gave you those clothes in the first place. Forget what I
そんな
said.
ことより髪まだ濡れてます。せっかく着替えてもこれじゃ結局風邪ひきますよ。
Your hair's still wet. If you're not careful, you'll still catch a cold even in dry clothes. As I roughly towel dried her hair, I swear to God, bitch, if you do that to me, I'd fucking kill you. The tension gradually
これ
dissipated.
でいい。ちゃんとした関係になる気もないのに、手を出すべきじゃない。
Yeah, you should also not do that. Good. I shouldn't make advances on a girl I don't want a relationship with.
それは理解してるはずなのに。
I should know better by now to not be a player.
誰にも渡したくないとも思うなんて。我ながらひどい矛盾だ。
But I still don't want her dating anyone else. Oh, what a headache. I know I have so many options to choose from and somehow I picked you. I don't understand. I have so many options. I have your best friend. I have the rich boy in the other company. I have our boss. I have so many options. I have a single father I haven't dated yet. I have a crazy brother I haven't dated yet. Not my brother, but a crazy man I haven't dated yet. I have so many options. Why am I here with you? I also have a homeless man who somehow is better than you. I'm having my outbursts make people laugh. When I burst into the supposedly vacant office, that's wrong. I don't like him. I also feel like for me, the romance came way too late, and there barely is any romance. So it's just like I just don't. I'm sorry, you have to. I'm not like those girls, okay? I have to be seduced, okay? I need like a bouquet of flowers. I need someone to be like, you look nice today. It's so easy. One boy got me food. Honestly, that sealed the deal. I'm so easy to please. Just give me food. When I burst into the supposedly vacant office, the lights inside were still on. Hold on, I think my camera messed up. Okay, it should be better. Yeah. Understood. I scanned the room and found Minato at his desk staring at his monitor.
先輩、
Amasawa. Minato didn't seem particularly surprised or upset to see
ど
me.
うしたんですか？こんな時
Why are
間
you
に。
here at this hour? God, I hate him. His tone was unexpectedly calm. But the glow from the computer screen gave the entire scene a sense of surrealism. I asked what he was doing at the
何
office.
してるって。聞く意味ありますそれ。どうせ分かってますよね。
Seriously, are you really asking me what I'm doing? You should have figured it out by now.
やっぱり適当にバグ仕込むのが一番楽かなって。ちょうど明日は新規コーナーの実装日ですし。
I thought the easiest thing to do would be to plant some bugs in the column that launches tomorrow. Crazy. I forget he is a double agent. Minato continued working on his computer, not even sparing a glance in my direction. I seized his arm and his brows grew together in irritation.
話してくれませんか？
Could you let me go? Beat his ass. Beat his ass! You worked hard to get in this position and this motherfucker's gonna... I just could never. I could never. I could never. I could be with a rich man right now. I could be with the rich boy in the other place. Childhood sweethearts who found each other after years being apart. I could be over there. It was so K-drama. I loved it. I felt like I was in a novella. A telenovela, and it was amazing. I told him that I couldn't bear. He looks clumsy. Yeah. By the way, we critique outfits here. So like if you see me critiquing an outfit, that's what's gonna happen. We just do that here. We critique outfits because like fashion is very important. So it's just like, why? I just hate this yellow. I hate this cardigan. I feel like his outfit would be much better with this cardigan off. I need the cardigan gone. There's too many colors on him. I just need the cardigan gone. That would save everything. I told him that I couldn't bear to see him do this after he dedicated so much of himself to Sympathy. I tried desperately to convince him, but my words seemed to have no impact.
ピーピーうるさいな。自分が止めたら俺が思いとどまるとでも思ってます。
Oh, when you see his full outfit, Big Red, you're gonna understand. So like the thing that gets me, that yellow and that weird brown purple. I hate that brown purple. And then he has the black and white shirt and then a touch of blue pants. Too many colors. There's too many things going on here. I feel like the sweater can go. Like, if we had to take one thing, like, truly just listen. We should not be listening to the Nazi named Coco Chanel, but if you listen to one thing that she's ever said, take one thing off before you leave the house, and that one thing should have been this cardigan. I don't know what else you were wearing, but should have taken this one off too. Just shut up. Do you really think you can stop me? And this is why I don't like him either. I don't like being talked to in a certain way, and this is why I don't like him. People are a little bit too lenient with the way he speaks to you, with the way that he speaks to them, because this guy's the fan favorite. You do not talk to me that way. Not even the bitchy motherfucker talk to me this way. Beat his ass. Get a stapler and just crush his face. You can't be serious. Just take one of the monitors. I feel like they'd be fine. They'd be like, oh, you were saving the company. Don't worry, we forgive you. His unusually icy gaze frightened me. But I couldn't back down. Just take a monitor. Just bam, right in the head. Use all your momentum. In an attempt to persuade him, I asked for the real reason he was doing this. Yeah, can you actually give me a reason?
別に事情なんてないですよ。いい小遣い稼ぎになるんです。
There's no special reason. It was just an easy way to make some extra cash. I told him I didn't buy what he said before. I begged him to tell me the truth. His expression slowly softened. Minato waited a few moments and took a deep breath before launching into it. All right, come on. All right, full backstory. Let's go.
うちの父親は借金作って蒸発したんです。
Just like when I was watching the movie Weapons, when I said very loudly in the movie theater, God, I hate men. After landing himself in a massive amount of debt, my father conveniently disappeared.
小さな工場を営んでたんですけど、うまい投資話に騙
Skill
されて。
issues. Oh my god, he used to run a small factory, but he was lured by enticing investment opportunities and fell into a trap.
昔からろくに家に寄りつかない人でしたけど、金を入れてくれるだけまだマシだった。
Even though he was barely home, he brought in some money, and that was far better than how things are now.
父親が蒸発したのは、俺が大学3年の
Yo,
時です。
that motherfucker.
それを理由に、
I'm assuming college in Japan is the same 4 years as here in the States. I'm assuming. So either he's in his junior year or his senior year, and that's really fucked for him to really do that during this time. I was in my third year of college when he vanished. On top of that, a job offer I had was rescinded. Oh no.
生活は一気に苦しくなったし、借金の取り立ての電話もかかってくるようになって。
We plunged into poverty overnight, and debt collectors were calling us constantly.
弟と妹は毎日泣いていました。母親は気丈に振る舞おうとはしていたけど、
You pause way too
目
much,
に見
sir.
えて疲弊していった。
Every day, my brother and sister would cry. My mother tried to act like everything was okay, but she ran herself ragged.
土井さんに声をかけられたのはその頃です。
That's when Doei approached me.
就職先を斡旋するからって言われて、俺はあの人の悪事に手を貸した。
That's when Doei asked. Oh, I read that part. Oops. He said he'd help me find a job, and in return, I had to do whatever he asked.
借金を返しながら家族4人で暮らしていくためにはそうするしかなかったんです。
It was the only way we could get by without my father, while trying to pay off all his
土井
debts.
さんの紹介のおかげで俺はテンプスティに入社し
You
ま
were
した。
at Tempesty? Thanks to Doei, I managed to get a job at
あの
Tempesty.
人の要求も最初は大したものじゃなくて、
Initially, he didn't ask me to do anything immoral.
少しだけ土井さんの立場が有利になるように動いただけでした。
I only did small tasks to boost Doei's standing in the
社
office.
会の中で他者を出し抜くなんてよくあることですし、
Just simple things to make him look
で
good.
も土井さんの要求はどんどんエスカレートしていって、
But as time passed, Joey got more demanding and
テン
cutthroat.
プスティに入社してから2年くらい経った頃、俺はエスタリオに転職しました。
About 2 years after joining Tempesty, I transferred to
い
Estadio.
わゆる産業スパイですね。
I'm suppose what you call a corporate spy. I hate when they say that because literally what you are. I don't have to suppose. Or what you'd call. I am a corporate spy is the sentence that you should be saying.
新しい企画とかシステムデータとか使えそうなものを見繕って土井さんに横流ししてました。
Whenever there were system updates or a new project, I picked out what seemed useful and passed information on to
あの
Joey.
人はそれをまるで自分のもののようにテンプスティでプレゼンする。
What a bitch! Then he presented those ideas to at Tempesty as if they were his own.
それがうまくいけば俺は土井さんから金をもらえた。
And if the idea went well, Joey would reward me with money.
それをもう何度も繰り返しているんです。
We've done this so many times by now.
わかりますか？今更やめたところで何の意味もないんですよ。
Do you get it now? Quitting at this point won't change anything.
俺はもうとっくに引き返せないところまで来てる。
There's no going back for me. Okay, I kind of see now where the threat, not right, I kind of see where the threat is. Maybe it's just my ego talking, but there ain't no way I'm letting a bitch with a bowl cut tell me what to do. Well, no, you have a bowl cut, but a bitch like that look like him tell me what to do. Ain't no way. He looked helpless and completely resigned. But I still couldn't accept that he had done the right thing, even if it was for the sake of his family. I told him this gently, but he didn't take kindly to my response.
わかってるんだよ、
Did
そ
he
んな
hit
ことは。
me? What was that fucking bang? You think I don't know that? Well, I don't know exactly what she meant by what she said though. Minato erupted in anger, slamming his fist on the desk. Okay, better have done that. I'd never seen him like this before. I froze, unable to
あん
think.
たって本当綺麗事が好きですね。
That you are correct, actually. The MC in this route is very annoying. You certainly have a knack for grandstanding. You
ど
are
うせ
so
手
you
を
are
貸す気
correct.
もないのに
Hold on.
説教だけはしてくる。何様のつもりですか？
You won't help me, but you're always there with a pointless lecture. Who the hell do you think you are? Honestly, he has a point. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I don't like him. He has a point. This MC
放
sucks.
っておいてください。
Sir, seriously, just leave me alone. Minato's family suddenly came to mind. They were also kind and loving. And they looked at Minato. Hello, devil. Welcome. You're watching me hopefully finish. I'm finishing this today. I refuse to let this lag on anymore. I hate this arc and I'm trying to finish it. Making really mean jokes along the way, but hello. And they looked at Minato with such affection. Oh, that's a cute. I thought, is that a watermelon or a frog? That's still so cute no matter what. I think it's a watermelon. Aww. He must have been complying with Joey's demands to shield his mother and two siblings from everything. He was struggling this whole time to protect the people dear to him. I knew whatever I said wouldn't reach him. So instead, what are we doing? What are we doing? Are we helping? Are we helping? I did not. Are we gonna help? I pulled Minato's head. Oh, never mind. Okay. Oh, never mind. I thought it's a pickle. Aww, it's so cute. So I thought we were gonna help. I was like, oh my god, we ride or die? No, we're not. We're not ride or die. I put Minato's head toward me delicately, and he couldn't mask his surprise. This big ass neck. His shoulders flinched slightly, but I ignored it. I just held him.
何のつもりですか?
What are you doing? I told him there was no hidden meaning. I simply loved him. I don't know why. Listen, we have options. We have a homeless man. Listen, hear me out. I know that sounds like a bad thing, but trust me, he's great. And we have sex, chapter 3. Chapter 3, this man is like, I like you so much, I can't not sleep with you. And that was amazing. Listen, we got a homeless man. Okay, he hear me out, but when you look at him, you won't have to hear me out too much, okay? We got a homeless man. We got a rich man, okay? Who is our Did you just say love? I know, honestly. Disgusting. We have a rich man who is our childhood friend that we haven't seen in like 10 so years, but we still think about each other fondly, and then we become our childhood sweethearts. We have that one, and then we have our boss. It's our boss. I don't think I need to say anything more. It's our boss. Like, listen, boss, okay? Or we have the redheaded like ADHD riddled genius who's super sweet once you get to know him. We got these options. Why are we picking him? And I couldn't bear to see him hurt anymore. If I could alleviate his pain, I would do it in a heartbeat, but Minato was right. I was too powerless to change anything. Even so, I couldn't just leave him to face it all alone.
傷つく俺が
Hurt? Who's hurt? Me? Put this. Okay, there you go. He mumbled in confusion. I nodded slowly. I told him I knew he was burdened with guilt and repressed those feelings in order to keep protecting his family. Hurt him more! Yeah, take the monitor and slam his face! Listen, we can still do it. We have a better angle this time. He won't see us coming. He could never erase the past, but I didn't want him to hurt himself anymore. Even if Minato's family were happy enough to smile together, it would mean nothing if he couldn't share that with them, I added. I knew that desire was selfish. But I told him that if he had to keep suffering like this alone, then I would.
それ以上はダメです
Stop, don't finish that. What? Let me be a ride or die. Listen, let me just paint my nails red to match the flags. This is the guy I thought you romanced before with the crazy girl who also wanted him. No, it's that's the blonde one. I romanced that guy before. It was great. I loved it. We also put that bitch in her place. Ooh, it was like literally telenovela nonsense, and I loved it. My boys and I will be there in 7 business days. Minato's hand swiftly covered my mouth, cutting me off mid-sentence. Lick his hand.
まさか前に俺が言ったことを真に受けたんですか
Hold on. Did you actually take what I said to heart? I hate this man.
あんたって本当お人よし通り越してバカですね
You're so kind, it borders on foolishness. That brought me back to the conversation we had in the alley.
先輩はお人よしだから黙っててくれたりします
Since you're such a good person, Amasawa, are you going to keep my secret for me?
なんなら協力してくれませんか最近大した成果が上がらなくて困ってたんです
Better yet, want to help me out? My results have been underwhelming recently, and I could use someone like you.
なんだ案外薄情なんですね
Oh, you're colder than I thought. Fuck you.
俺のこと好きなくせにそんなこともできないんだ
You won't do this one simple thing for the guy you like? God, kill him. Attack. I hate this man. It was clear he only said all of that to keep me at arm's length. He never meant any of it. Okay, and I don't care. He said it anyway.
それだけはダメです。絶対に。
Helping is the one thing you can't do. Never.
先輩にそんなことをさせたら、俺はもう一生自分のことを許せなくなる。
Oh, okay. If I let you fall into this trap too, Amasawa, I'll never forgive myself.
それに。
Also, a shadow cast over his face as he continued.
自分でもバカなことをしたって分かってます。どんな事情があったとしても、もっと他に方法はあった。
I'm fully aware of how foolish I was. Regardless of the circumstances, there must have been a better way.
あの時の俺には、土井さんが救世主に見えて。
But back then, I thought Zoe was my only way
バカ
out.
ば考えることを放棄して、あの人の言うことを聞いていました。
I went into survival mode and did what he said without giving it much thought.
そして、気づいたらもう、後戻りできないところまで来てしまった。
And when I finally understood what I got involved with, there was no turning back.
俺はそれでも構わなかったんです。自分が家族を守ってると思ったら、
BRB, okay.
何だってできた。
At first, I didn't care. As long as my family were taken care of, I was ready to do anything.
でも結局、それは俺のおごりで、こんなやり方、守ってるなんて言えないですよね。
Try to remain yourself. Okay. But eventually I realized I wasn't protecting them at all. It was just what my pride wanted me to believe.
みんなを騙して、裏切って、許してもらえるとは思ってません。
I deceived everyone and betrayed their trust. I didn't expect anyone to forgive me for what I've
だ
done.
から、
So, he trailed off and said nothing more. I patiently waited for him to continue. After a while, Minato slowly lifted his gaze.
もう、終わりにします。
I'm going to end this because I'm a whiny little emo bitch like and I think I'm Batman and I'm gonna end this. Booyah.
もしかしたら、後悔するかもしれない。それでも、
I might regret this decision later, but
自分
still,
がしたことへの責任は、ちゃんと取るつもりです。
I'm ready to take responsibility for my actions.
最初は、仕事なんて金を稼ぐための手段でしかなくて、そこそこ適当にやってればいいと思ってました。
Initially, I just saw my job here as another stream of money. You are correct. I didn't need to put in any extra effort.
けど、先輩と一緒に働いて、初めて仕事が楽し
You
いと思えた。
Batman, this sushi. But after I started working with you, Amasawa, I found joy in my work for the first
だから
time.
こそ、けじめをつけます。
That's exactly why I have to do the right
そ
thing.
れに、先輩に、バカなことをさせるわけにはいかないんで。
And I can't let you get yourself wrapped up in this, Amasawa. His voice strengthened with resolve, revealing his newfound determination. Oh, okay, well. After that, we started to lay out a plan of action. While he was outside to make a phone call, I bought some drinks from the vending machine and waited for him to return.
一応母さんに
What
は
a ugly
適当にごま
ass.
かしておきました。
I lied to my mom for
で
now.
も、ケリがついたら、ちゃんと本当のことを話します。
Once everything is settled, I'll come clean to her about everything. He dragged out the chair across from me and took a seat as we talked things over. Minato declared he was going to end all this, but that was easier said than done. I asserted that our biggest issue was Doe, who had been threatening Minato the whole time.
そうですね。もちろん、すべてが土井さんのせいだなんて言うつもりはないですけど。
Yes, you're right. Of course, it doesn't mean Doei's the only one at fault
あの
here.
人をこのままにしたら俺みたいな人間をまた見つけてくるだけだ。
But if we don't take care of him, he'll likely find someone like me to manipulate again.
そうしないためにもあの人のしてきたことは全てテンプスティに告発します。
And to prevent that from happening, I plan to reveal all of Doei's actions to Tempesty. The plan seems sound to me. Oh, that's my boy right there. Oh, how I love him. I know my unhealthy attraction to blondes. Leave me alone. Oh, that's my boy right there. So soft, so cute. I remembered Yoshioka. That's my rich man right there. A high-level employee. Yes, he is. And the future president of Tempesty. Oh, yes, he is. And suggested Minato approached him.
確かに吉岡さんは聡明な人だからああいう卑怯なやり方は許さないでしょうね。
Oh, he's a good man. You're right. Yoshioka's a good man. He wouldn't condone what Doei's been up to.
テンプスティの次期社長ですし、まず彼に話してみるのはいいかもしれない。
Since he's going to be the next Tempesty president, it might be best to talk to
すぐ
him.
に資料や証拠をまとめてエスタリオとテンプスティに提出します。
I'm going to compile all the documents and evidence, and then submit them to both Estadio and Tempesty right away. Minato seemed to have gathered his resolve. Yet it didn't bring me any relief. A weight pressed down on my heart. Submitting those documents meant that Minato's misdeeds would be laid bare along Doei's.
なんて顔してるんですか。
Why do you look so sad?
先輩だって俺がやってたことを知った時は怒ってましたよね。
You were upset when you found out what I've been up to, right, Amasawa?
それでいいんですよ。
I'm off
それが普通なんです。
Don't know. Have a good night. All right. Thank you so much, Big Rat. Have a good night too. Have fun at whatever that is. Overwatch. Oh my god. As you can tell, I don't play a lot of those games. All right. Have fun at Overwatch. You're completely justified. In fact, that's the appropriate response. Minato's actions were difficult to forgive, and I already criticized him for it. But at that moment, I hoped with all of my being that he would be given some clemency. I'm sorry. The next day, I sought out Director Kobase. Oh, see, I could have been with him as soon as I arrived at work.
部長、
There he
今から
is.
少し時間
No
もらっていい
booty
で
and
すか。
everything. My flat booty president. He's not the president. My flat booty boss. Director, can I have a moment?
大丈夫だが
Always slightly showing the boobies for me. Love it. Of course, but is something wrong?
大事なお話があります。
I have something very important to tell you.
で、なんだ大事な話って。
So what's going
何か
on?
仕事でトラブルでもあったか。
Are you having trouble with your work?
いえ、そういうんじゃなくて。
No, it's nothing like that. His sincere concern only magnified my guilt. Still, it was too late to turn back. I took a deep breath, steeling myself, and began.
俺は会社の重要なデータを他社に横流ししていました。
The boss must be like, no, not the employee I picked out. I have been leaking vital data from Estadio to other companies, namely one Tempesty. He also recoiled in shock. Yo, he's like, what? His eyes widened.
はあ、お前何を言って。
What? What the hell
そ
are
の
you?
ことについて謝罪と説明をさせてください。
Please allow me to apologize and explain. I handed him the folder of evidence I had prepared. He flipped through the documents and nodded grimly.
わかった。聞こう。
All right, proceed. I told Director Kobase everything. I detailed my actions and problems plaguing my family and how I was coerced by Doe. The director didn't show a trace of anger. He just listened quietly the whole time.
本当に申し訳ありませんでした。
I am truly sorry for everything I've done. I had no expectations of forgiveness, and my heartfelt apology was the only thing I could offer.
俺の行いは許されることじゃありません。どんな処分も覚悟してます。
I understand I don't deserve forgiveness for my actions. I am fully prepared to face any and all consequences. I know Kobase. I mean, listen, this sucks, but like, listen, look for what Kobase did. I feel like he would forgive like an ex-felon. Director Kobase remained
軽
silent.
蔑されただろうか。
Is he upset? I think he's trying to figure out a way how to get you out of this. That's what he's trying to like,
Yeah.
listen, just give me a second,
So
okay? I was
not
able to get out of that one thing. I gotta get out of this thing,
Sure.
okay? Just give me a minute. I
怒
gotta
鳴られ
cook.
たり殴られたりしていないのが不思議なくらいだ。
Of course he is. I'm surprised he hadn't started yelling at me or slapping me upside the head. Finally, the director spoke
バカ
slowly.
野郎が。
You complete and utter fool.
この件は社長や他の役員にも俺から話しておく。お前はひとまず家で待機しとけ。
I'll inform the president and other executives. You are to stay home until these matters are resolved. Understood? Yes. I bowed deeply and was about to leave the conference room when the director stopped
Oi.
me.
まだ話は終わってないぞ。
Wait, we're not done here. As I turned back in surprise, our eyes met. His expression
お
hardened.
前は選択を間違えた大バカだがな。
I'll be blunt. You're an absolute fool for what you did.
俺は自分の部下を家の事情を盾に脅したドイってやつが許
And
せ
I
ない。
told you, that's my boss. That's our boss right there. Ugh. In one universe, that's my husband. And in a particular universe, that's my husband right there. You see him just helping out my people. But more importantly, I cannot and will not let this Doe loser character get away with exploiting one of my employees.
だからこの書
Ain't
類
no
を持っ
way I'm letting a bitch that look like that
テ
get
ン
away
プ
with
シティ
shit.
に直接話をしに行く。お前も一緒に来い。
I'll be taking these documents directly to Tempesty personally, and you'll be coming with me. I sucked in an astonished
い
breath.
や部長にそこまでさせるわけには。
But director, I cannot ask you to do that for me.
いいか湊。
Listen, Minato.
さっきも言ったが、お前は俺の大事な部下だ。
My daddy issues really. He's really activate with this man. You are an important part of our team. He's like, excuse you. Yes, you did some criminal activity. Haven't we all? A man died because of me, but we'll forgive it. Who's counting? Who's asking? Who's asking about our criminal records? Okay, I need you to stay here. You're an important part of our
お前が
team.
していたことは確かに看過できないが、会社やエスター氏のためによく働いてくれていたのも事実。
You've been mistakes, but you've been a dedicated worker, both for our company as a whole and for our stock
だから俺
sake.
はお前のために何かできることがあるなら喜んでやるぞ。
I'm more than willing to lend a hand. I was gonna say allow, as if he would allow crimes. I am more than willing to lend a hand to help you in any way I can.
すぐ近くにいたのに、お前が抱えているものに気づいてやれなくてすまなかった。
I'm sorry for not seeing that you were carrying such a burden despite working side by side with you. Kobase is why I'm in love with you. To my astonishment, Director Kobase deeply bowed his head in apology. No!
やめてください
I'm gonna cry. No, please
俺に
don't.
は謝ってもらう資格なんてありませんそもそも部長は何も
Come
悪く
on,
ないです
bow off, guys. Bow off, bow lower. You don't owe me an apology. If anyone's at fault here, it's me, not you, director.
俺が
Please, this is all my fault. As I hung my head in shame, biting my lip in self-loathing, the director gently patted me on
お
the
前は
shoulder.
何でも一人で抱え込みすぎだ
You don't have to deal with everything on your
お
own.
前だけ犠牲になればいいってもんじゃないそれによって悲しむ人がいるってことを忘れるな
I'm crying. Oh. You can't solve the world's problems by sacrificing yourself. And even if you could, there'd be those that wouldn't want you to.
家のこともあってずっと気を張ってたせいかもしれないが少しは甘えることを覚えた方がいい
I understand that everything your family's been going through, you feel like you have to put on a brave face, but
たまには人に寄りかかってわがまま言ったりしろじゃなきゃお前いつかぶっ壊れるぞ
you have to learn to lean on others too. If you don't, you'll end up burning yourself
俺
out.
でも早乙女でもあいつでもいいみんな喜んでお前の力になる
Be it me, Saotome, or Amasawa, we're all here for you. How dare you forget Oe?
部長
Director, I was expecting an outburst over what I did, not kindness. But he had an endless well of compassion. Ugh,
本
the
当
director.
この部署って変人とお人よししかいないですよね
I swear this department is filled with people who are too weird or too kind.
言ってろ
You can say that again.
ありがとう
Thank you. With another deep bow, I tried to hide the tears welling up in my eyes. A few days later, Minato and Director Kobase visited Tempesty. I was informed they met with Tempesty's executive officers, including Yoshioka, my husband, the man of my dreams. The leadership expressed remorse for the actions of their employee Doe. They pledged to implement reforms and precautions to prevent such incidents from occurring in the future. As a result, Estadio and Tempesty decided to continue their partnership. Yay! As for the losses Estadio incurred, Estadio chose not to involve law enforcement nor seek reparations from Minato or Doe. Minato was punished with a suspension and Doe received a pay cut. I was told their penalties were lighter than expected thanks to Director Kobase's intervention with senior management. For Doe, who had climbed the corporate ladder using information from Minato, he was demoted in addition to his pay cut. Ultimately, he resigned, presumably unable to cope with his demotion. He's a bitch! I also learned that Yoshioka introduced Minato to a lawyer for personal assistance. Despite these positive developments, his family still had to find a way to manage his father's debt payments. But his future steadily started to move in a brighter direction. Some time passed since then. Around the time Minato's suspension was lifted, I invited him over to my place. Of course, there were unresolved issues we still needed to discuss, but that wasn't my primary motive. We're
さっ
trying
さ
to
と付
fuck!
き合っちゃいなさいよ。湊くんが言ってくれないなら自分から告白してでもさ。
We are DTF right now, is what we're trying to do. How about you two just become a couple already? Oh wait, please, no, I need you to say no to this. If Minato isn't brave enough, you should just tell him how you feel. What, me? I'm not brave enough for that. We all know I'm a coward, I can't do this. Minato already called out my feelings for him before I had the chance to say anything, but I never confirmed it. You should have punched him in the face. How dare he do this to me? Okay, I knew it was leaning too far in. Maybe it was selfish of me to confess after everything he'd just been through. Nevertheless, I wanted to clarify our relationship and remove any ambiguity. Ambiguity! Oh my god, why couldn't I say it? Why? He said couldn't say the word. Thanks for inviting me. You couldn't have a better outfit on. We each got comfortable on the sofa and I offered him some fresh tea. As I contemplated where to start, Minato broke the silence.
先輩
Amasawa.
俺に話があるからって呼んでもらったとこ悪いんですけど先に少しいいですか
I know you invited me over to discuss something, but would you mind if I go first? My shoulders relaxed as relief washed over me. I wasn't ready to speak yet. I nodded gratefully and Minato took a breath before beginning.
今更ですけど謝らせてください
It's long overdue, but I owe you an apology.
俺は先輩に数えきれないほど嘘をつきました
I lied to you countless times, Amasawa.
それにわざと先輩を傷つける言葉を言ったし挙句の果てに俺個人の問題に巻き込んだ
Even worse, I kept trying to hurt you so you'd stay away, Amasawa. But I got you mixed up in my personal issues
本
regardless.
当にすみませんでした
I am so sorry. Minato bowed his head sincerely. However, I reassured him that he didn't hurt me. He didn't hurt me. He said he got me mixed up in his personal issues, but I willingly involved myself.
お前さ、ガキじゃねえんだからそんくらい意味わかんだろ。
Come on, don't play dumb with me. You know exactly what I mean. Punch him!
あんたって本当最低ですね
Don't say words, punch! You know what's so funny? So me and Maud Janice, who's not here, so I'll just say the story. We're watching Monster, which is 90s, early 2000s anime set in Germany. In 1990s Germany. So it's just really funny how like the twink Johan is just causing a ruckus. Mind you, he is smart, he is like this dastardly evil villain, blah blah blah, right? No, these are all true. I'm not saying I would live, I'm not saying I would survive. I'm just saying though, a good swift punch in the fucking nose would teach that bitch a lesson. One lesson: don't ever come at a motherfucker bigger than you. I got an easy 100 pounds on that fucking twink. Don't ever come at me. Don't ever come at me with bullshit. I'll beat the shit out of you, stupid little German twink. And then of course he used his big old brain to fucking figure out how to get rid of me and it would work. But whatever. All he needs to know is that little his little perfect, because by the way, he looks like a corpse. He's like literally like white. It's like actually the color white compared to everyone else who looks like skin color. So he looks like the color white. So that little fucking like blemish on his corpse face, that was me, and he'll always remember that. A bitch actually knocked me out. She looked at me and said, "Ew, you fugly." While everyone said, "Wow, he's so beautiful," and she's like, "Ew, get the fuck away from me, bitch." Actually, Jenna said I'd be the first one to be killed because then I'm the only one who doesn't fall for his tricks. Everyone's like, he's so beautiful, and I'd be the only one like, what the fuck are you talking about? He's ugly as shit. He's the ugliest creature I've ever seen. He looks like a walking corpse, and he'd be like, she sees right through me. Must get rid of her. But yes, a swift kick and a swift punch in the nose would truly solve all your problems right here. You bastard. And he leapt to my defense when Zoe showed just how disgustingly far he'd go. As I insisted he didn't need to apologize, surprise etched itself on Minato's face. But after a few moments, he relaxed.
もっと怒られるかと思ってたのに拍子抜けしました
I thought you'd be more upset with me. That was almost anticlimactic.
先輩がお人よしでよかったです
I guess I'm lucky you're such a kind person, Amasawa. She's a dumbass. That's why she's not mad at you. I'm mad at you. The fact that he slipped back into his usual sarcasm made me smile in relief. But his next question felt like a bomb was set off.
そういえば俺がキスしたことにも 怒ってな
Did
い
you
んです
kiss
か？
me? Did he kiss me? I don't remember. Or did my brain really just erase that, scrub that from my brain? Did my did my brain scrub that for me? Like, I just don't remember this. By the way, aren't you upset that I kissed you before? The memory came flooding back the moment he mentioned it. When did he do that? Oh yeah, he did. The way that I forgot. The way I said whoop out of the head. Out of sight, out of mind. Didn't happen. After Doe walked away from the alley, we shared quite a passionate kiss. I know, like literally, like I don't understand people who are like, don't you like hate sex? No, my body's a temple. Why the fuck would I pray? Why the fuck would I give you a gift of my body? So I never understand that. So they were literally screaming at each other before they started kissing her. And I'm like, wait, what is this shift? This is very different. Well, no, actually, no. It's kind of the same. I have this favorite rom-com. It's called That Old Feeling. And they're always screaming and yelling at each other and then making out. But I understand that one. I don't understand this one. Maybe it's because, I don't like him. So I just don't get it because I don't like him. But in the movie, it was so cute. Just a casual threat to harm each other. We shared quite a passionate kiss. Discussing it directly with Minato made my cheeks feel like they were on fire. The kiss had taken me by surprise, but I had no reason to be angry about it. In fact, I enjoyed it. But admitting any of that was as good as a confession. Isn't that what this is for? Everything I planned to say was thrown out the window. I didn't know how to get back on track. Instead, I asked why he brought up the kiss in the first place. I was always the one playing defense, and I wanted to turn the tables on him. He laughed lightly.
自分でもずるい自覚はあります。今だけじゃなく。
It would suck if he'd be like, yeah, I've been gay this whole time. I know I've been giving you mixed signals this
会っ
whole
たばかりの
time.
頃は面倒な人だと思いましたけど。
When we first met, you were like a thorn in my side.
だんだん先輩と話すのが楽しくなってきて。
But the more time we spent together, the more I enjoy your company,
俺が
Amasawa.
することに反応してくれるのが可愛くて。
I love your cute reactions every time I teased you.
曖昧な関係性のまま先輩と過ごすのが心地よかった。
It just made me feel happy being around you, Amasawa, without putting a label on things.
でも俺はろくな人間じゃないから。
But I'm not a good person.
深く踏み込まれて俺がしていたことを知られるのが怖かった。
I was afraid you might find out what I was doing if we got closer.
もちろん嫌われたくないっていうのもありましたけど。
Sure, part of me was scared you'd hate me, but
なんとなく先輩は俺に同情して変なことを言い出すんじゃないかって気もしてました。
I was more worried you'd be concerned about me and try to do something crazy, Amasawa.
実際俺の予想通りになりましたし。
Rude! Rude! First of all, rude. So what if you're right? And I was completely right to be worried. I feel like this is slander against my name. Fuck you. I stared at him flatly. He stared at me flatly, the accusation unsaid. I looked away. Okay, and? Stare off, bitch. I was right. I had definitely been nosy and given. Okay, so that is one of the first thing you learn. I'm a nosy bitch. Don't ever fucking do things around me and not expect me to be in part of it. And given him a piece of my mind, but it came from the heart. Exactly, it came from the heart. So fuck you, leave me alone. But that was behind us. I asked what he wanted to do now that he didn't have to worry about all of that. That was all I wanted to know. Minato still seemed unsure, so I just blurted it out. Think of yourself for once. My words came out forcefully. Someone gotta yell at him. Amasawa? I could tell that he was still stuck in the habits he had around his family. I pointed out that he always puts others first and bottled up his own feelings. I always thought it was one of the best things about Minato. But now I wanted to know what he truly felt, not what he thought was right for me or his family, I concluded. After a brief silence, Minato leaned his forehead against my shoulder. I love you! Ew!
先輩に俺だけのものになってほしい。
Okay, listen, I meant career-wise. I meant career-wise. We were gonna do this anyway, but career-wise, I wanted to know what you were up to. Amasawa, I want you to be mine, only mine. The anime ending song has finally played throughout this entire playthrough. Have you noticed this song never played when we were with Minato? That's how much Minato sucks. The anime opening song never came on. I love this song. Always makes me happy. He finally let out what he'd been holding back. I was over the moon, overwhelmed with emotion. I threw my arms around him and reassured him that I felt the same.
さっき先輩が言ったのと同じようなことを小橋部長にも言われました。
Director Kobase said something similar to what you just said,
もっと
Amasawa.
甘えたりわがまま言ったりしろって。
He told me I should learn to lean on others and to think about myself more. I completely agreed with that. Then Minato pulled away and tilted his head, inspecting me.
なら早速わがまま聞いてくれますか。
I'm not happy about what's happening. I'm happy about the song. I love this song. Oh, this song played all the time with Yoshioka. It played all the time with Mina, with Mitsuki. I was gonna say Mitsuki, but with Sotome. It played all the time with those two, with Nori. Like, that's how this is the first time to play here. This sucks. Then can I ask you for a favor? Of course I was ready to do anything for him. When I nodded to him, Minato gave me a small relieved smile.
俺のこと名前で呼んでほしいです。
Oh, Kohei. I want you to call me by my first name. That was hardly a favor. I've been wanting to do that. I decided to ask Minato, or rather Kohei, to do the same for me.
俺も
What are you? I hate him. Me too.
じゃあ
Alright, Vivian. Hearing him say my name made me grin from ear to ear. Kohei chuckled.
にやけすぎ。なんで俺より嬉しそうなんですか。
You're smiling too much. You look even happier than me. Yeah, my jam is on. Something about his words gave me pause. He called me by my name, but it still felt like he kept a careful distance. It did make sense to me, sort of, but I asked him to loosen up anyway. Loosen up?
おう家族以外には敬語を使うの癖になってた。普通に喋った方がいいならそうするけど。
Oh, you're right. It's just that I've only ever been able to relax around my family. I'll work on that. As I nodded, a thought popped in my head. No, the song left! What can I enjoy now? His modest little request was endearing, but I wanted to do more for Kohei. Sit on his lap! I told him, straddle him! I told him that, if I could, I'd give him everything he wanted. I doubted he'd take me up on it. He almost never did what he desired, but I was eager to spoil him.
それ本気で言ってる？
Are you sure about that? When I nodded, assuring him I was, my world flipped upside down. In the blink of an eye, Kohei had me pinned on the couch, his hand caressing my cheek.
この状況でもさっきと同じことを言えんの？
Are you still sure about that?
俺がねだったら何でもさせてくれるってこと？
If I ask, you'll do anything I want?
あんたがピーピー泣くようなひどいことするかもしれないのに。
I might not hold back. I'll make you squirm. He stared at me imploringly with eyes ablaze, his face only inches from mine. Again, this is hot, but not with him. God, if Soltame said this to me, if Soltame said this to me, oh, it'd be over. It'd be over for everyone. That's when I understood the full implications of what I said. Bitch, I thought you sometimes I hate when especially Japanese MCs, when they pretend like sex doesn't exist. Like they're just like, oh my god, you meant sex? Yes. How else was I supposed to interpret that other than sexy? Bitch. My goodness. Stop acting like you are also not in it to win it too. Or please try to. Please want this. I want enthusiastic consent. I don't just want consent. I want you to want it. That's when oh wait, I said that already. I told him I might be a little scared, but there was nothing he can do that I didn't want to. There was a beat of silence and I was afraid I'd been too forward. Never. But then Kohei buried his face in my neck. You really are a fool. His voice was rough with emotion. It was like a mix of happiness, affection, and desire edged his every word. But there was also a hint of guilt. Wow, he really believes in his prowess, huh? If you're sore later, blame it on me. His voice, low and husky, sent a shiver down my spine. See, if Soltame said this to, if Nori said this to, if Yoshioka said this to me. Oh, why did they give him this line? I closed my eyes and surrendered to Kohei and the heat of his body. Where's my CG? I was promised a CG. I didn't know how long it lasted. Bitch, it's dark now. When I checked the clock, it was well past midnight. He's so skinny. He's so skinny legend right there. This is a different man. This is not the same man. Her neck is long. Your voice, it's hoarse. Well, I've been screaming this entire time. Well, maybe not actually, but Kohei's hand gently grazed my throat. He was right. My voice was shot from crying out his name. Damn, you just said it out loud, huh? Open your mouth. He cupped my chin, tracing his fingers over my lips. I thought he might kiss me like he had just before. Come on, you said you'd do anything, right? Or I can force you. Either way works for me. What's it gonna be? As he pressed his thumb between my lips, I opened my mouth tentatively. Get out of here! Don't ever say that to me! Bitch. Good girl. Kohei grabbed a nearby bottle of water. He opened it, took a sip. Without swallowing, he leaned in toward me. Don't ever do that to me. That's disgusting. Don't ever do that. I don't want your backwash. Water rushed into my mouth as our lips pressed together. The lukewarm liquid flowed down my throat. Some of the water spilled from the corner of Kohei's mouth. He wiped it away roughly and gestured a gesture that was oddly sensual. Let's try again. You spilled some. No arguments. Open up. I opened my mouth and his lips met mine in an instant. But after I swallowed the water down, he didn't move an inch. This is such a different man. This is not the same man we've been looking at. It started as a way to drink, but soon turned into a deep, full-blown kiss. The sensation thrilled me, and I was afraid I might lose myself. I broke away.
こら、逃げんな。
Hey, don't run. I turned to pull away, but he wrapped his arm strongly around my back, pressing me into him.
何されても嫌じゃないって自分で言ったんだろ。
You said you'd do anything I asked.
泣くようなこともするかもしれないって俺はち
And
ゃ
I
んと言った。
told you. And I told you I might make you squirt.
でもそれを受け入れたのはあんただ。
But you still give yourself to me, Vivian. Kohei's fingertips slowly trace the area below my navel.
だから何言われてもやめない。
I won't stop until you're
やだ
happy.
も無理も全部無駄だから。
Even when you think you've reached the top, I'll make you scream. He is so... Listen, he is ambitious. You know what I mean? He's very, very confident in himself. After whispering in my ear, he gently nipped my neck. His tongue trailed my skin before he sucked down and bit me again. Nowhere visible! With a shiver, I realized that Kohei must have liked biting. When he bit hard enough to leave a mark, a high-pitched yelp escaped me. I quickly covered my
なん
mouth.
で口塞いでんの。
Why are you stopping yourself?
何言われても聞かないとは言ったけど声出さなくていいとは言ってない。
I never said you had to be quiet if you screamed. He grabbed my wrist and pulled my hand to his body, encouraging me to embrace him. Then he drew a finger to my lips, brushing them gingerly. I realized this was like before. He wanted me to open my mouth. As he softly dragged his fingertip against my lips, I parted them ever so slightly. The moment I did, he sipped his finger inside my mouth. Oh no, no. I sucked in a breath as he pressed against my tongue. I bit down in revenge. Okay, good. In revenge, she said. Kohei drew a sharp breath.
なんかこれやらしい。
How mean. You're something else.
次どうされたい？
So what do you want me to do next? I almost pouted. He taking the lead the whole time and now he was putting me on the spot.
言って。
Answer me. At that moment, all I wanted to do for him, all I wanted was for him to keep going. I put his head to mine. I pulled his head to mine. With that kiss as our signal, we sank back into bed together. Damn, round 3? Vivian. Oh god, it's morning. I stirred as I heard the soft whisper of my name. But part of me wanted to sink back into the blissful depths of sleep. That was me this morning! Oh god, I reached out, pulling something warm closer to me.
誘ってんの？
You want more? Sleep, yeah. A voice spoke into my ear, but I couldn't process what it was saying in my groggy state. Nuzzling my face into the warmth, a familiar, comforting sense enveloped me. Then, all of a sudden, a finger traced its way down up my back, and just like that, I was wide awake.
やっと起きた。
That wouldn't have woken me up. I've been back to sleep. You finally up? When I saw Kohei's crooked smile, I finally understood what was happening. Realizing I'd trapped him in a tight hug. Oh, the whole time I quickly released him.
おはよ
Morning. Waking up to find Kohei right next to me made me unbelievably happy. And it hit me again that Kohei and I shared the same feelings for each other. I mean, unfortunately. Bro, when is this chapter over? A few weeks later, when the chilly weather started settling in, we returned to our daily routine.
Senpai, ちょっといいですか?
Finally, we got the good outfit back on. Hold on. Let me see something. What are my options? Oh, we gotta get to work. Hamasawa, if I
修正版
may.
上がってきたんで確認お願いします。問題なければそのまま更新してください。
Could you check out this revision we got? If there's something wrong with it, go ahead and update the article. Kohei kept things professional at work, just like he always did. We weren't exactly keen on broadcasting our office relationship, especially since there were so few of us in the department. And because we got 2 chismosos in this office, they would never let us live it down. I'm the 3rd, by the way, but like I'm part of the problem. That afternoon, I was swamped with a wide range of tasks and forced to juggle them all. I planned to grab a drink with Kohei after work, so I was doing my best to avoid working overtime. Bum, 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 bum. Just as I was powering through my work, Kohei walked over to my desk.
これ、さっきの問い合わせ用の資料です。
Here are the documents for the last inquiry. Kohei pivoted away before dropping the documents on my desk. But then he looked back as if he just remembered something. Oh, Vivian. My first name slipped out of him! Oops.
じゃなくて、先輩。
I mean, Amasawa. He quickly... Yeah, I know Sotome heard that. I know, like, his head snapped. His head went, whoop. What did you say? What did you say? He heard that. He heard it. He quickly corrected himself to my last name, realizing his mistake. It's gonna be Owe or Sotome. I fucking knew it. I knew it. I knew it was gonna be Sotome. Yo, he was from deep. He heard that shit. He came walking over. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold on. What the heck was that? Sotome, who was sitting nearby, didn't miss a beat. No, he did not. He sauntered over, grinning like a cat ready to pounce. I knew it. I knew it.
ですか?
He'd be the first one. Oh, what are you talking
ごま
about?
かしても無駄です。
Don't play
こうちゃん
dumb.
がこいつのこと名前で呼ぶのバッチリ聞いてたんだからな。
Oh, don't play dumb, Ko. I totally heard you call Amasawa by her first name, man.
幻聴です。
You must be hearing things.
嘘つけ。あんたらいつの間にそんな仲になったんだよ。
He's like, no, stop work. Who cares about this bullshit that we get paid for? I need the details now. God, I love Sotome. No way. When did you two become a thing? When did we fuck? Last night? Oh. Hold on. Not when was it again? That's crazy talk. I need to work. Okay. I want to say when was it again? I feel like It's a Secret is a love one. Is it You're Imagining Things? I want to say when was it again, because that seems... You're Imagining Things? He ain't fooled. I can say this, he ain't fooled. I played Innocent and Kohei chimed in to go along
そう
with
で
it.
すよ。さっさと仕事してください。
She's right. Get back to work.
なんだよ。ちょっとくらいいいじゃんか。
What? Can't a guy be can be even a little curious?
よくないです。小橋部長に言いつけますよ。
Snitch? My goodness. Nope. Keep going and I'll report this to Director Kobase.
うわずりー。
Dude, that's low. Owe, who'd apparently been eavesdropping, quickly jumped into the conversation. Here we go. Chismoso number 2. No, Chismoso number 1. All right?
こーら早乙女くんあんま野暮なこと聞くもんじゃないの
She knows the date. Don't worry. She already came to me. She already got all the details. She's gonna share with her BFF when break happens. Don't worry. All right, Sotsme, that's enough. No need to bother them with your nonsense.
大江さんまでこいつらの味方なんですか
What? You're on their side too? Oh wait, no. But the only way I can get information is if you shut the fuck up and let me do my magic, okay? She's easier to read in the book. We got this. Shut the fuck up. Let me get the details and I'll give it to you, okay? We gotta be discreet about this. He's a little too smart. We gotta go through her. She's the idiot. Even she's most of number 3's coming. He's like, office drama? Where? In my office specifically. Oh my god. Suddenly, Director Kobase got out of his board meeting and
お
swung
い早乙
by.
女ちょっといいか
Hey, Southme, got a minute?
はいはい
No! I gotta know the details. Sure thing. Saotome marched off to the director's desk after being summoned.
早乙女がコンペに提出した新規コーナーの話をしてきてな
We've got to discuss the new column idea you submitted for the competition. Saotome and Oe recently wrapped up the presentation for the competition. Rumor has that Saotome's idea was selected as the winner. Hey,
実
that's my
際
boy
に
right
動かし
there.
始めると企画書通りのものを作るには当初の想定予算をかなりオーバーすることが分かった
The project's underway, but we're going to go way over budget if we go with your exact specifications.
なるほどねで中身を変更しろってお達しですか
I see. So what's the ask? What's the ask? You want me to tweak
い
it?
やひとまずは社外でスポンサーを募ることになった
Oh! No, we're gonna scout for sponsors for
た
now.
だスポンサーが見つかる保証はないからな
But bear in mind, there's no guarantee that we'll be able to snag
念のた
one.
めお前の方でコーナーの内容を精査しておいてくれ
But, not but. So I'd appreciate if you could review the details of the project just as a
了
precaution.
解です見直したら案外無駄なところあるかもしれないですし
Sure thing. I'm sure there are some elements of my genius that were just pipe
すまん
dreams.
が頼んだぞ
Sorry about this, but thanks. After his chat with the director, Seltme strolled back over to us. He was not letting us
スポ
go.
ンサー見つかるといいわね
Hope we managed to pull in a
そう
sponsor.
ですねでもまあコバさんの雰囲気からして厳しそうな感じしますけど
Thanks, but judging from what Kobasi said, it doesn't sound like it's looking
せ
too
っ
good.
かくいい企画なのに
It's a shame. It was such a good proposal.
そんな顔しないでくださいよピンチの時こそ燃えますし
Don't look so glum. You know I love a challenge.
早乙女くんらしいわね
That's the Seltme we know. All of us wanted to see Seltme's vision come to life exactly as he had designed it. I took a glance at Kohei, who seemed deep in thought. Afterward, Kohei and I headed over to the Evergreen as promised. Can we finish this? As I nursed my drink, my thoughts turned to Seltme's new project, and I admitted that I was concerned about it.
そうだな
Yeah, me too. It seemed that Kohei was on the same page. It is, he is. He doesn't seem like he is. He is. Thinking back, he seemed pretty contemplative when he heard the news. I asked him about it and he didn't supply many details.
少し考えてることがあって
I've got some ideas about
け
it.
ど正直それがうまくいくか俺にも
But
全
I'm
くわからない
But I'm honestly not sure if they'll pan out. The ambiguity worried me. I was afraid he would shoulder a new burden on his own. Reading my expression, Kohei chuckled
大丈夫だよ
wearily.
別にバカなことしようとしてるわけじゃない
Don't worry, I'm not gonna do anything
ただ
reckless.
あの人の企画はエスター氏再起のためには欠かせないものになる
It's just that the success for Soltme's project is crucial for Estaracy to make a
だから
comeback.
ちゃんと考えたい。ただそれだけだ。
I want to think it through carefully, that's all. Kohei's serious expression reflected his renewed dedication to Estaracy. I smiled and encouraged him. We left Evergreen, walking side by side toward the train station. There was hardly any distance between us, but it still felt like something was missing. Holding hands, casting a sidelong glance at Kohei, I noticed his hand wasn't in his pocket. As I tentatively reached out my right hand to him, his left hand simultaneously rose, leaving behind an empty space at his side. You fucking bitch. I sucked in the breath and wind up coughing on my own
びっくり
spit.
した。何いきなり規制上げてんの？
You startled me. Are you okay? He slowed down and watched me with wide, puzzled eyes, hoping he would understand. My gaze drifted down to his left
Huh?
hand.
って？
Not my hand.
ほら。
Here. Oh, when he smiled, creeps me out. I wasn't sure if he'd caught me, but he extended his palm out to me. As I laid my hands in his, he effortlessly twined his fingers with mine, holding my hand ever so gently. Caught off guard, I glanced at his face to see him grinning at me impishly. What? It felt like I'd been played, but I gave his hand a firm squeeze without uttering a word. We continued walking until we reached the station. Since we both had work the next day, this is where I had to part ways with Kohei. Even though we were seeing each other daily, I didn't want to say goodbye to him. We ambled along as leisurely as we could, but eventually arrived at the station. Just as I attempted to release our entwined hands, Kohei tightened his grip.
次の休み、どっか行く？
How about we go out somewhere next weekend? I hope we don't have to watch it. I don't want to continue this on. His sudden invitation made me blink in surprise, but that was quickly replaced with a warm rush of happiness. I nodded enthusiastically.
後でリングするから、どこ行くかはその時決めよう。
Sounds good. I'll send you a message on Ring later. We can decide where to go. As we parted ways, it hit me that this would be our first official date. When I realized that, the lonely feeling gnawing at my chest dissipated. Please, I don't want to deal with this. After returning home, I received a message on Ring from Kohei. After a bit of a back and forth, we decided on where to go. Then let's meet at the station at 11. I guess, are you looking forward to it? Are you looking forward to it? A little. What do you mean a little? You sure are laying on the pressure. I shouldn't have tell you that I was excited, you know. I shouldn't have to tell you that I'm excited, you know. It will be fun. I'm going to sleep. Good night. I couldn't stop smiling about our playful exchange as I closed the app. In the end, I couldn't sleep because I was anticipating our date so much. Bum, bum, bum. When the day finally arrived, we met at a nearby shopping mall.
どっか行きたい店ある？
Finally, a nice outfit! Any particular place you want to go? Since I had no specific shop in mind, we decided to simply roam around the mall hand in hand. Eventually, we stopped in front of a small boutique. Two mannequins dressed in contrasting outfits, the same outfit actually, stood in the storefront window. I turned to Kohei asking which he thought would suit me better.
ああ。じゃあこっち。
Maybe this one? He pointed to a simple yet sophisticated dress with a striking silhouette.
あんたは派手なのよりこういうやつの方が雰囲気に合う気はする。
I think you look better in an understated dress than a flashy one, Vivian. He happened to pick the dress I'd been eyeing, which made me beam.
まあ俺の意見とか関係なく好きなもの着てるのが一番いいとは思うけど。
But really, my opinion doesn't matter. Whatever you like, whatever you're comfortable in, that's what suits you
俺が
best.
興味あるのはあくまで中身だし。
I don't like it. My heart, your heart matters more to me anyway. I giggled. That was so typical of him. Are you sure? This is a very different man from the man that we've known for like 6 chapters. But seeing as this was our first real date together, I wanted to know more about what kind of clothes he liked. So we browsed the boutique together.
次は
What next? As we left the boutique, I pointed nearby to a building bursting with light and sound.
ゲーセンいいけど何すんの？
The arcade? Sure, but what do you plan on playing there? There wasn't any particular game that I wanted to play, but I explained to Kohei that tackling stuff like crane machines or rhythm games would be a blast and asked what he thought.
俺は何でも。
Me? Anything is... He shut his mouth before he could say that. Anything would be fine like he always did.
あんたがやりたいやつを俺もやりたい。
Actually, I want to play anything that we can play together,
だから
Vivian.
ほら好きなとこを連れてって。
Just lead the way. With that, Kohei extended his hand to me once more. Thrilled, we spent the whole day together playing various co-op games in the arcade. The moon was high in the inky black sky when we finally headed home. As we walked, Kohei's phone suddenly rang. He excused himself and accepted the
お
call.
母さん何？
No last minute drama, please. I want this game to end. Hey, Mom, what's going on? Her voice was faint from where I stood. I figured it was just a regular call to say hello until Kohei sounded panicked.
は？なんで今さら？
What? But why
分かっ
now?
た。すぐ帰る。
Alright, I'm coming home. What's happening? Kohei's brow furrowed as he ended the call. I wondered what could have crushed his mood so quickly and asked him what was going on.
父親から連絡があったらしい。
Oh, the fucking dirty ass bitch! Get him out of here! She said she heard from my dad. She told him to take a long walk off a short pier, right? To kick rocks with open-toed shoes, right? Get him the fuck out of my face! His mom told him that his father reached out and claimed to have something important to discuss, and he'd visit them the next day. He's trying to extort money.
どんな話だろうが顔見たらまず一発殴る。
I don't give a damn what he has to say. I just want to punch his useless face. You should.
母さんはこの後に及んであの男に期待してるみたいだけど。
My mom still seems to harbor hope for the asshole,
俺
but
は一度でも家族を捨てたあいつを
he
信用
abandoned
できない。
us. There's no way I could trust him again. It was only natural for Kohei to react with such indignation. Given everything he experienced as a result of his father's abuse, his anger was entirely justified. I didn't know the right words to comfort him, so I simply reached out and held his hand. As we continued home, I squeezed his hand reassuringly and hoped he'd find the strength to talk to his father. And punch him in the face, right? Then on the following day, I was at home nervously awaiting news from Kohei. I wondered if he managed to have a proper discussion with his father, the proper discussion being him beating the shit out of him. As the silence stretched on, my anxiety increased. My doorbell suddenly rang.
ごめん急に押しかけて。
Sorry for dropping by like this. When I opened the door, Kohei filled the door frame. Almost all 6'2" ass fills the door frame. I waved him inside and we sat down beside each other on the couch. After taking a moment to collect his thoughts, Kohei started to speak.
あいつ俺の父親今は新しく仕事を見つけて働いているらしい。
that asshole, my father, he's found a new job.
借金残していなくなったことを謝りたいって言われた。
Fuck him! He wanted to apologize for disappearing and leaving us his debts.
これからはちゃんと返済するから、また一からやり直した
Make
いと。
make amends with my fist, bitch. He promised to pay off his debts and wants to make amends.
母さんは泣いてて、でも喜んでもいて、あいつの話を受け入れる気なんだと思う。
Mom was in tears, but she was happy too. She seems ready to give him another chance.
けど、俺はどうしても許す気になれなくて。
You shouldn't have to, don't worry about it. He made you grow up way too fast. Fuck him. But I couldn't bring myself to forgive him, and I
結局、
killed him.
ろくに
Punched him.
話さずに
And
父
I'm
親
ready
殴
to
って
punch
飛
him.
び出してきた。
That's the only. Oh my god, this is the only good. It's the only W I'll give you, Minato. Thank God. I ended up throwing a punch at him and stormed out before we could really talk. Oh, that was your talk. That was the beginning. That was the beginning and end of the discussion. We're good. Given everything Kohei went through, I understood his reaction entirely. He had been working tirelessly to take care of his family all this time.
でも、多分許せないと思ってるのは
It's because these fucking bitches. Those two are children. Like ignore them. I don't know what the fuck your mothers do. Yo, I don't know why your mother's pretending that the last few years didn't happen, but gross. But it seems like I'm the only one who can't forgive him.
母さんも弟もあいつに会えて嬉しそうだった。
Mom and my brother looked really happy to see him
妹は
again.
父親のことはほとんど覚えてなかったけど、
My sister barely remembers him, but
たまにパパがいなくても平気って言ってるのは単なる強がりだから。
sometimes she acts tough, saying things like she's fine without a dad, but
パパがいなくてもお兄ちゃんがいれば全然平気なんだよ。
as long as I have him, it's okay. It's okay without dad. I was immediately reminded of what she said the first time I visited his house. I knew that Kohei had already worked on an answer to all of this in his mind. He'd always put his family first. Even so, letting go of the past was already difficult. This was all happening so quickly. I assured him that that was why I assumed that was why he came over. He needed reassurance and support from me. Vivian. Kohei took a surprised breath as I gently wrapped my arms around him. Still, I held him close. I told him that I fully understood why he was struggling. As an outsider, his father's words struck me as selfish and self-serving. Exactly! At the very least, his whole family should discuss the situation together. And then if Kohei was comfortable with the outcome of their discussion, perhaps he didn't have to forgive his father, but he could give his father a chance to earn forgiveness, I concluded.
わかった。
Yeah. Kohei muttered to himself before hugging me tightly, seeking solace in my arms. Then the following Monday at lunch,
あれから家族とちゃんと話したよ。
I had to talk with my
も
family,
う一度だけ父親のことを信じてみることにした。
and I decided to give my father one more chance.
またバカ
The
なことをするようだった
song!
ら容赦なく追い出すって釘は刺したけど、
I told him if he screws up one more time, I'd send him right out the door, but Kohei seemed more relaxed than usual as he spoke.
あと今日はあんたに話があって。
Also, I've got something I need to tell you, Vivian. The expression shifted to one more serious, and I nodded intrigued.
俺会社を辞めようと思ってる。
What? I'm thinking of leaving the company. Why? My eyes widened. I hadn't seen that coming at all.
けじめをつける意味でもそうした方がいいんじゃないかとはずっと考えてた。
Fuck that. I've always thought it was the right thing to do. The way to truly take responsibility for what I've done.
けど借金もある以上なかなか決心がつかなくて。
So with all the debts we had, it was an impossible decision. It seemed his father's return pushed him to leave Estadio. There was no hesitation in his voice. He was determined. but he still had to work in order to survive. I asked him if he had plans to join another company after leaving Estadio.
いや転職はしない。
No, I don't.
何かバイトしながら起業の準備をしようと思ってる。
I'm thinking of taking up on a part-time job while I set up my own business. Oh!
これ経済系の本です。
This is a book on
最近
economics.
は小説以外にこういうのも読んでて。
Besides novels, I like reading these types of books. When I remembered the economics book Kohei had in his room, my surprise faded away. Ooh, wrong button. He had been preparing for this all along.
就職支援の会社を作りたいんだ。
I want to start a company that helps job
俺は結
seekers.
局内定を取り消されたせいで土井さんの話に乗ったけど、今後同じような人を生まないために。
I ended up working for Doe because I lost my other job. I don't want anybody else to have to go through what I did. It was a little sad to hear him. It was a little sad to hear he might be leaving the company, but my desire to support him was even greater. Kohei pushed himself beyond his limit for the sake of others, but now he was finally doing something for himself. I told him that I was happy to help help in any way
あ
I
りがとう。
could. Thank you.
早乙女さんの企画のこともあるし、エスター氏の今後が決まるまでは今の仕事を続けるつもりだから。
We still have to help with Soltome's project, so I'll stick around until Astartes' future is
それ
secure.
までは引き続きよろしくお願いします。
So let's keep doing our best, okay? And please, please. Oh my god! A few days later, we had an internal meeting about the future of Astasi. Can we end
こ
the
れまでの
game?
細々とした改修が功を奏し、少しずつ状況は改善している。
The small improvements we've made are beginning to pay off, and the app situation is improving bit by
だ
bit.
が、以前話したスポンサーの件は難航していてな。
But we're still struggling to find a sponsor for Soltome's project.
そっ
Ah,
か。
my baby boy.
じゃあもういっそスポンサーは諦めて
Have you
広
tried
告増やすと
H&M?
か。
Uniqlo? Maybe we could give up on the sponsor thing and focus on ads?
ちょっといいですか。
Can I make a suggestion? Kohei, who usually kept quiet during meetings, spoke up as Soltome and the director discussed the issue.
おう、どうしたのこうちゃん。なんかいい案ある？
I love this awesome Ko-chan. What's up, Ko? Got an idea?
いい案かは分かりませんけど、クラウドファンディングはどうですか。
I can't say for sure if it'll work, but have we considered crowdfunding?
クラウドファンディング
They're like brain blast. They're like, what? A system in which a creator collects funds from sponsors via the internet.
なるほど。だがそう簡単にうまくいくか。
That could work, but there's no guarantee, right? Not at all.
リターンをどうするかの問題もありますし、そもそも支援者が集まるかも分かりません。
We have to figure out something to offer in return, and it's possible that we won't get enough
けど
support.
逆にもし順調に資金が集まればユーザーからの期待値を可視化もできて一石二鳥だと思います。
But if we do get the funding, it'll showcase just how passionate our users are about our product. Two birds in one stone.
確かにな。まあ試しにやってみるのはありなんじゃないですかね。
That's a good point. Maybe it's worth a shot.
そうね。ダメだったら他の手を考えればいいんだし。
Yeah, if it doesn't work, we can always explore other options. After Sotsube and Oe offered their assist, Kobase gave Kohei a
そう
nod.
だな。まず人の目に触れれば、それだけでもいい宣伝になる。
You're right. The publicity alone from trying might be
湊、
beneficial.
早速準備を進めてくれるか。
Minato, can you get the ball rolling on this as soon as
分かり
possible?
ました。
Sure. And just like that, we decided to use crowdfunding to fund Soltome's project. A month had passed since that meeting. Please end
今日で締め切った
soon.
が、 想定していた以上の資金が集まった。
The crowdfunding campaign ended today, and we managed to raise far more money than I could have
これで
anticipated.
無事に当初の予定通り企画が進められるだろ
We can definitely follow through with the original project plans now. Director Kobase's announcement had us all breaking into
こう
smiles.
ちゃんがクラファンを提案してくれたおかげだな。
And it's all thanks to Ko for suggesting this brilliant idea.
俺は別に何もしてないです。それより予算が取れた以上はしっ
I
かりやっ
didn't
て
do
ください。
much. Now that the funds are in, just make sure you use them
当
wisely.
たり前じゃん。任しといてよ。
Dude, do you even know me? You know I'm gonna crush it. That's my baby right there. That's my boy. I love him.
私たちも全力でサポートするから。
I'm in love. And we'll be there to we'll be there to back you up every step of the way, right, Vivian? I nodded enthusiastically. A few weeks later, Sotome's new column was successfully added. Thanks to the surge in popularity that came from the new features and the system improvements, Starsy was saved. And around the same time that Starsy started taking off, Kohei left Stadio, like he said he would. A few months down the line, he finally managed to clear all his family's debts. After that, he took steps to launch his own company. He even went to check out a property to use as his new office. I was thrilled to be by his side, supporting him as he chased his dream. Is that it? I have to do something and get a picture, right? I got one final CG. Kohei and I strolled hand in hand along the seashore. We decided to take a little weekend trip to the beach together. It had been a while since I last came to the ocean, and the sea breeze felt incredibly soothing as it caressed my cheeks. Kohei gave me a sideways glance as I sighed with delight, a playful smirk on his face.
綺麗なのは分かったって。さっきからはしゃぎすぎ。
Alright, I get it. The sea's beautiful. You've been bouncing off the walls since we got here. I sheepishly admitted that I might have gotten too excited, but I was just so thrilled to be here with him. Being a little embarrassed, I shifted the conversation to his family and asked what they were up to this weekend.
ああ、なんかあっちはあっちでバーベキューするらしい。
Oh, they're having a barbecue this weekend. That made me feel a little lighter. It seemed like he was slowly mending his relationship with his father, but I was still worried.
弟たちはすごく喜んでたし、父親も張り切ってた。
Beat the shit out of your dad. My siblings are happy, and my dad seemed pretty excited about it too,
正
but
直、なんで最初からその愛情を家族に向けてくれなかったんだとも思う。
I just can't understand why he couldn't have put in this effort from the beginning, because he's a bitch. That's why. Kohei's voice took on an edge. A lot of time passed, but I commented on how it seemed like things were still tense between him and his father. He's a
別にもの
bitch.
すごく険悪とかではないよ。あれ以来殴ったりもしてないし。
I mean, we're not at each other's throats. I haven't thrown a punch at him since then. If that's what you're worried about,
でも
don't worry. I got one
必要
squared
最
up.
低限しか
I
話
got
はして
one
ない。
ready in the fucking caliber.
俺が意図的にそうしてる。
But I only talk to him when I absolutely have to. You don't have to talk to him.
我
You don't
な
want
が
to.
らガキ臭い抵抗だと
I
は
don't
思うけ
think
ど。
so. Maybe that's childish for me. I don't think so. He robbed you of your childhood, so he can go fuck himself. His grip on my hand tightened.
借金だってあいつの収入もあってちゃんと返すことができた。家族にだって優しく接してる。
His income helped pay off our debts, and he's been really good to everyone at home.
自分でもこれ以上何も求めるものなんかないはずだって。
I
分
know
か
I
ってる
shouldn't
の。
ask for anything more, but
簡単に許したら今まで俺たちが受けた悲しさも苦しさも全部忘れて水に流すって言ってるみたいで。
if I forgive him now, it'll feel like I'm erasing all of the pain and suffering we went
だ
through.
からどうしても俺はあいつに冷たい態度しか取れない。
That's why I just can't bring myself to warm up to him. Though his father was doing his best to make amends, Kohei was still having a hard time putting everything behind him. It was easy to see where both of them came from, which made the whole situation all the more painful.
俺以外のみんなは ちゃんと前に進んでる。あいつと家族になろうとしてる。
Everyone else is moving on, trying to be a family
俺
again.
が意地を張るのをやめればうまくいくって分かってるのに。
I know everything would be a lot easier if I could just let go of my anger toward him,
どう
but
してもそうする気になれない。
I just can't bring myself to do it. Kohei frowned and slowly let go of my
ごめん。
hand.
変な話した。
Sorry, I didn't mean to unload on you. I quickly grabbed his hand again. Vivian? I told him it wasn't an issue at all, and I'd always be there to listen to him. I admitted that I might not have all the answers or even good advice, but I still believed it was important to take his feelings seriously, especially since he was always the... Ooh, excuse me. Oops. Especially since he was always the one making sacrifices for others and ignoring
普
himself.
通はこういう時歩み寄るべきだとか許し
I
てあ
hear
げろ
that
と
a
か
lot from people
言われると思
too,
って
but
た。
it's from people who have both parents in their life, which is why I never listen to them. Like, no, you can be angry. Don't let the anger don't let the anger consume you. But you can still be like, I still don't like you. I still don't trust you, and I don't want you part of my life. You can still do that. He made you leave college. He put you in a horrible situation where you're the only one to take care of your entire family, two young children, and your, I don't think she's elderly, but like your much older mother. Like, this is ridiculous. He made you get rid of your, not your childhood, but your young adult life. It's all gone because of him. Fuck him. He just can't just come in being like, oh, look at me, I'm Robin Hood with all this money now. Fuck you. Where were you on those fucking years when we were struggling, where I had to degrade myself to help my family? Go fuck yourself. Drop dead. I don't care. Fuck you. Like, I have not heard an apology yet for what he's done to you. The moment, like, literally a simple I'm sorry will do wonders. Like, I'm not saying that you need to forgive him after I'm sorry, but it would definitely help you be less angry, for him to be like, I'm so sorry I did this to you. I made you be the man of my family and take care of everyone. And something that was my job to do. I'm sorry that I did this to you. It would make you feel a lot better. I thought in situations like this, people normally tell you to move on or forgive and forget, because they're bitches. They never had to deal with the loss of a parent before. A parent who doesn't want to be there. They never dealt with that before, so don't listen to them. Like, in every disrespect, it's clear that they come from a loving home, and I mean that disrespectfully. You can't empathize with anyone else. Clearly. He might have been right about that. But to me, Kohei was the most important person in this situation. I agree. So I wasn't going to force him to do something he didn't want to. I pointed out that it had only been a few months since his father had returned anyway. It was possible that Kohei's feelings about it would change over time.
それでも無理だったら
Yeah, but what if they don't? Then who cares? Tell him to suck your dick. Like, I don't give a fuck. That was entirely possible. I told him that we would cross that bridge when we come to it. Besides, being a family didn't mean everything had to be perfect. Kohei fell silent, mulling over my words, before letting out a long sigh.
なんか少し気が楽になった。
Thanks. I feel a lot better now.
それに時間が経ったら変わるっていうのもわかる気がする。
And you know, maybe things will change after
実
all.
際毎日父親のことを見てたらマイナスだった信頼もゼロくらいまでにはなったし。
I mean, my trust in him has gone from about -100 to 0. That's an improvement just by having him
だから
around.
まあ俺の気が変わるかどうか気長に待とうと思う。
So yeah, I guess I can wait a little longer to see if I change my mind about him. Can we hurry this up? I vocalized my agreement. No matter how long it took, all we needed was to be patient. Kohei chuckled slightly and all his tension vanished.
なんか最近あんたに甘やかされすぎてる気が
I
す
know
る。
you don't deserve me. I feel like you're spoiling me, Vivian. I never thought of it that way, but it made me happy that he felt like he was treated well. I reached for his hair on my tiptoes. Are you patting him?
何してんの
You're 5'2". Can you reach? What are you doing? I patted him on the head teasingly, and his face flushed with embarrassment.
子供扱いしすぎ。甘やかすにしても、もっと他にやり方あるだろ。
There are other ways to spoil me. Hint, hint, wink, wink. Kohei acted sulky. Acting sulky was kind of cute, so I pretended not to understand and kept stroking his head. Suddenly, he grabbed my
あん
hand.
たが知らないって言うなら、今ここで教えてもいいけど。
If you really don't understand, maybe I can show you, Vivian.
何って、どう甘やかされたら、俺が喜ぶか。
Well, don't you want to know how to spoil me? His face inched closer to mine. Though there weren't many people around, someone could pass by at any moment. Oh my god, kissing in public. How indecent. I pushed Kohei's chest gently and hurriedly suggested stepping onto the sand to change the subject.
はいはい。
Fine. Sometimes this game makes me feel like a whore. I'm just sitting here, I'm like, why is she saying no to this? Can we end? This game seems endless because I hate this man. We walked down the beach and I stepped closer to the water's edge. A small wave rushed forward and leaked into my shoe. As I grumbled about it getting soaked, I glanced back at Kohei, who was chuckling and standing further back.
海に文句言ってもしょうがないだろ。
Thank you!
そんなとこまで近づいたあんたが悪い。
I was gonna say, you're a fucking idiot. Why'd you walk to the water? Why are you complaining? It's not the ocean's fault you got too close, Vivian. Facts. I thought I was far enough, but I must have underestimated the speed of the waves. I started walking back to where Kohei was standing, but just then, a wave significantly larger than the last one crashed onto me, throwing me off balance. Vivian! I quickly grasped Kohei's outstretched hand, but since I was already tripping, did we both fall in? I ended up falling into the water and pulled him down with me. We stared at each other in silence for a moment, then... It's a cute picture. We bursted out laughing together.
ほんとバカ。いい大人が二人して盛大に転ぶとか。
We must look so stupid. Two adults falling into the
思
ocean.
いっきり引っ張りすぎ。まあ、支えきれなかった俺も悪いけど。
You really didn't have to drag me in with you. But yeah, I guess it's my fault for not chasing you, not catching you. Seeing Kohei laugh so freely, it was a rare sight to behold. That might have been the first time I've seen him smile like that. Knowing I'd brought that joy to his face made me feel warm from head to toe. Oh, after we recovered from his laughing fit, his gaze turned to me. This is not the same man we've been fucking romancing this entire time. Before I could wonder what he was looking at, his hand grazed my
あん
cheek.
たの目、海が反射してキラキラしてる。
Vivian, your eyes are reflecting the sea. They're sparkling.
綺麗だ。
They're beautiful. He was completely captured. His eyes mirrored the azure blue of the ocean. His eyes, mirroring the azure blue of the ocean, were far more gorgeous to me. The way he stared at me, full of tenderness and devotion, made my heart flutter.
あんたといると
and
毎日楽しい。
You always lighten up my day,
正直、
Vivian.
初めて会った時は苦手だと思ったけど、
When we first met, I didn't think we could get along.
優しくて、まっすぐで、危なっかしくて、キラキラしてて。
You were always so warm, genuine, and a bit clumsy. And so full of life. You were so different from
今
me.
はそんなあんたのことが一番大切だし、
And that's what I
ず
cherish
っと
about
そばに
you.
いたい。
You're the light of my life, the apple of my eye, the cream of my coffee. I'll stay by your side forever and always. Kohei's sudden emotional outpouring brought tears springing to my eyes. Without a word, I pulled him to me tightly, never wanting to let go. Our futures were unimaginable without each other. Was there a happier feeling in the world? I knew the path ahead of us would be bright as we supported and loved each other, because he had already become the light of my life too. Oh, it's over! I'm free! I'm free! Oh my god! I'm free! Okay, now I'm gonna lower the volume so we can have the obligatory discussion of what I thought about this game, this route. I hate this route. I think it's so boring. Okay, I must preface, I don't like tsunderes. I don't like tsunderes, which is added to why I don't like this route. He is so bland for the majority of our route, and he also talks so badly to us for the majority of the gameplay. Like, he's so mean to us. And for those who don't know, I outed it already. No, I'm not gonna out myself. I just like being spoken nicely to, okay? I like people saying nice things to me. That's a disgusting ass picture. I remember when that first happened, I vomited in my mouth. But yeah, I like people speaking nicely to me. So I don't like the fact that he is just so openly rude to us. And when the switch happened to romance, it was very out of the blue. Like, it felt out of nowhere. It really, really felt like, it just felt out of nowhere. And then the true romance happened in chapter 6. There's only 6 chapters. So I can't really sit here and enjoy this because this feels out of place. He's boring, this is out of place, and this was a waste. This could have been an email. Truly. And it so sucks. He's like, I think he's like a favorite. Like, everyone really likes his character, but I really, really don't. I don't like him. But yeah, that's basically it. Like, I just don't like the way the romance was set up. We don't really get romanced for a while, and when we do, it feels out of place. It's just really weird. Again, I don't like how he talks to us. I don't like how he treats us for the majority of the thing. And like, I understand that he's basically like a corporate spy, so he has to kind of act hot and cold with us. But I don't like that. Because what the mean things that he says are really mean. His character is much better in other people's romance story. Yeah, like, I don't want to experience this. This sucks. I got all of them. Okay, let's finish off with this boy. Let's finish with all of his raise it up. But yeah, that's my initial thoughts. If you like tsunderes, go off, king. Let your freak flag fly and let the degradation kink continue. But I will be no part of this. I want to be spoken nicely to and not be spoken down to, or someone be mean to me. Absolutely not. He says some things to me, to MC, that I would have smacked him across the face for and never spoken to him again. Like, there's absolutely no way. And maybe I'm just making a big wreck about it, and like no one else would like be upset about that. But like, it was just like there was just such a big jump between the hot and the cold that I was just like, I don't like that. I would personally not like that in a romance. So I was just like, no, this sucks. This is actually dumb. Outside of the romance, his story was kind of interesting, but again, it was just kind of like boringly presented. I don't know. I feel like they tried again really hard to emphasize other parts of his life that were like interesting about him, like, you know, his family, taking care of his younger siblings, blah blah blah. But it was all kind of wrapped around, he still talks to me badly. You know what I mean? So like, I couldn't really enjoy it. Like, I enjoyed the idea of like looking around, and then they would be like, oh yeah, here's some sexual tension. Like, but where did this come from? It literally felt out of nowhere, the sexual tension. It feels out of nowhere. Especially, I remember one time he was like, oh, are you gonna hit me? Like, why the fuck is that the first thing you think about? You know what I mean? He's like, oh, most people want to hit me, and it's like I can see why. He's not my cup of tea. Anyone else can drink him, but I don't want him. But let's look at his profile, and it's the last time we ever have to talk to him. So his name is Kohei Minato. He is 25 years old. His birthday is on April 7th. He's 183 centimeters. I don't know what that is in feet. And he's type A. Blood. I don't know what that means either.
港平です。年は25で、身長は183。4月7日生まれの A 型で、エスタリオのエスター誌企画編集部に所属してます。
My name is Kohei Minato. I'm 25 years old, 183 centimeters tall, and type A. I was born on April 7th. I'm a member of the Sympathy team at Estadio. All right, guys, he has a hobby. I know. Can you believe it? His hobby is reading.
小説はよく読みます。ジャンルは割と雑多ですね。最近見たホラー映画が面白かったので、次はそれの原作を読もうと思ってます。
I like reading novels. I try to keep my genres varied. I recently saw a horror movie I really liked, so I was thinking of reading the novel that it's based on. His special skill is
裁
sewing.
縫はそれなりにできますよ。
He's about 6
弟たちの
foot.
体操着
Okay,
袋と
perfect.
か
Thank you so much,
手下
Devil.
げとか作れるくらいには。でも
I can
別
sew
に
pretty.
裁
He
縫が
likes
好
to
き
take a
とか
lot
で
of
はないんで、
pauses.
あいつらが
Just
学校の
shy of
授業で
6'1".
習うようになったら、自分でやらせるつもりです。
I can sew pretty well. I made my younger siblings gym bags and things. That said, I don't really like sewing. Once they start taking classes at school, they're on their own. It's like, fuck them. His favorite food is omu rice. I think that's the rice with egg. So short. Okay, Devil, listen. It's because you're a giant, all right? He is not even normal size. He is still really tall. It's just because you are just freakishly. You are literally, what's his face? You are literally, Jason Voorhees. Like, you're that tall.
強いて言うなら、オムライスかな。理由？昔、父親が気まぐれで作ってくれて、大して美味しくもなかったですけど、なんとなく印象に残ってるのかもしれないです。
Every time. I just don't like him that much. I want to interrupt him. I guess I'd have to say omu rice. Why? My father used to make it for me every once in a while. It wasn't very good, but it left an impression. Interesting. His total no-go is cilantro.
パ
Why?
クチーが嫌いです。匂いも味も耐えられないです。料理に入ってたら、もう全体がパクチーの味になり
The
ますよ
actor
ね。
for Jason is 3 inches shorter
入れる
than
意味
me.
がわからないです。
Stop. Every time you bring it up, it's just kind of crazy. What do you mean? Cilantro. I can't stand the smell or the taste. If it's in a dish, it overpowers everything. What's the point of putting it in a food in the first place? So, okay, this is the first time we get like a smoke. Oh no, he had occasionally. First time we get an answer with smoking. So like, our boy is a
飲め
drinker.
るし、多分それなりに強いです。でも、自分で買うことは少ないですね。種類にこだわりはないですけど、甘いのは飲まないかな。
Yeah, I drink. I'd say I can actually drink quite a bit, but I don't often drink by myself. I'm too picky. Oh no, I'm not picky. As long as what I'm drinking isn't sweet. I love sweet drinks. Some people taste it stronger than others, so it's like dumping mint in a plate. Oh wow. I love cilantro. He rarely
たまにで
smokes.
すけど、なんとなくそういう気分の時に吸うこ
This
と
is
もあります。
Japan, guys. We don't do the other one.
家では弟たちもいるんで、吸う時はどっか適当な喫煙所でですね。
I smoke occasionally when the mood strikes. I've got my siblings around me at home, so if I smoke, I have to do it outside the house. And his perfect ending message to us.
それじゃあ、俺はもう行くから。おやすみ。何？そんな顔して引き止めて。黙ってたらわからないだろ。あんたは俺にどうしてほしいの？ 何その殺し文句。
Ew.
いいよ。じゃあ今日は朝まであんたと一緒にいるから。
Well, I'm off. Good night. Good night. What? Are you trying to get me to stay with that face? I don't know. You're killing me here. Why do you want... what do you want me to do? And he kisses us. What's with that pickup line? Fine, I'll stay till tomorrow. And we're done! I feel freed. I feel like I'm free from a demon that's been haunting me. But yeah, those are my thoughts on Minato. I think he's a favorite, and I really don't like him. He's boring. There's not much romance, really. The story was very interesting, but it was all packaged around not a lot of things happening. We didn't really understand the true threat level until the very end of the story, which kind of doesn't help the intrigue of the story. Like, I wasn't intrigued because I didn't understand the threat level, and I was always just looking at him like, why are you scared of him? So it would have been interesting if they made the threat level very apparent in the beginning, so you are actually intrigued in his story and watching him, you know, conquer, you know, the big challenge that's happening to him. It would also be very wonderful if the romance can happen more overtly in your face, and there wasn't like a huge, oh, it's a tsundere thing to be hot and cold. I personally don't like it, but that's just me. And yeah, those are my thoughts. So sorry, I hate it. I don't know what to tell you.